Hello, day one of Chantix. A little bit about myself. I smoke 3 packs a day. I drink a lot of beer, and I am busy all the time. So let's start with the 3 packs a day thing. I started smoking when I was 14. I'm 35 right now. I would buy cigarettes for $1.52 a pack, one a day with my school lunch money from a local gas station that uh, they'd sell to minors. They were a drive-through gas station. They did full serve, and gas was like 80 something cents a gallon. And I would do that. And then when I turned 18, I started working for factories. I lived in Cleveland, and there was plenty of jobs. It was before 2001, so around 1998 when I turned 18, working, and you were allowed to smoke at the factories while you were working. So I'd go through about a pack and a half a day. Um, then the new regulations came in after 9/11, and you weren't allowed to smoke at work no more. So I would just smoke a lot more on my breaks, and if you remember anything about factories, you get the 2 10-minute breaks and your lunch, which is a half an hour, but really you only got 20 minutes. So you'd cram in cigarettes all day long when you had the opportunity. So I stayed at 2 packs a day. In the meanwhile of all that, 20 through 30 years old, I started some rock bands here and there, and that's even more smoking. And I'm a singer. I play guitar and all that stuff. So when you're writing music on your own, you should chain smoke to do that because that's the smoker's mentality, at least my smoking mentality. Anyways, moved to Florida at 32 years old, 35 now. I've been here 3 years, and I've begun to roll my own cigarettes. I buy two of the 202 boxes of Gambler, the red box, and I buy one of the 16-ounce yellow bag Kentucky Select. That would make 2 cartons. I'll go through that in no time. In fact, I will guarantee you I'm a 4 pack a day smoker. And I've continued. I have no reason to smoke, but I still do. I have no stress. I work at home auditing charts, but then again, I get to sit at my computer and light and light and light and smoke and smoke and smoke. Another thing that's next after Chantix is drinking. I don't drink heavy liquor. I don't like being drunk, but I love beer. I love the taste of it. Just recently, because this took me a minute, I found Bush NA, which is similar to the Natural Light that I like. So I stopped drinking Natural Light so much, and I moved to Bush NA, and we'll see what happens from that. But if there becomes a problem after quitting smoking, I'll just probably drop beer altogether, and I'll have more willpower then. So right now, no willpower. Here we are, 3 minutes into the video. Let's get to Chantix. I started off this morning waking up as usual, being a very busy guy. I woke up at 6:30 this morning. I usually get all my wife's stuff ready for work, and at the same time I took my medication, which I don't like taking anything. Advil, Tylenol, nothing. I wake up every day 6:30 regardless. If the time changes, then I wake up at 5:30 for a while or 7:30 for a while in my mind, but on the clock it says 6:30, and I get refixed to that. So, took the pill, smoked a couple of my normal cigarettes as usual, got her stuff ready, and then I went and signed into work and checked for any K-mails that may have possibly popped up, and decided to take a break for the first time in the longest time. I felt weird. The weirdness was something like I felt like I don't need a cigarette, and that's the issue. I didn't bring the cigarettes with me into the office room like I usually do. So that was weird. And remember, I started off smoking, chain smoking like usual. So I would say 20 minutes after I took the pill, I really didn't care much for smoking for a few minutes. And let's get into that few minutes thing. It was about 45 minutes to an hour later, once I did grab my cigarettes, that I would think, do I want a cigarette or not? Which is the first time in years. Again, I have no willpower for smoking. So I found that strange. The cigarettes didn't taste different to me, like some other people said. Maybe it's because I roll my own, which they do taste good to me. We'll get to why I'm smoking right now. My day was not stressful. My days are never stressful. even if they're stressful. I handle stress pretty well. Uh, so what happened? So throughout the day, I would not smoke as much as usual, and then I'd go through trends when I did smoke as much as usual. And what would happen is if I didn't smoke for a little bit, I'd remind myself that I didn't smoke for a little bit, and then I still wouldn't smoke. And then a few minutes later, I'd remind myself again and be like, oh, I better have a cigarette then, because I've been reminding myself I need to get that out of the way so I can get back to what I'm trying to do here. So I'd have a cigarette. And usually it would just be that one, maybe two in a row. And as you can recall from earlier in this video, it's nonstop smoking before Chantix. It would just smoke all day nonstop. So that I found different. Medication wore off around 2 or 3 o'clock. I'm back to smoking like usual again, and I'm going to smoke nonstop again until 9 or 10 p.m., and then I'm going to go to sleep. Tomorrow I'm going to take Chantix again. So now, what did I take today? I took 1.5 milligram pill. Tomorrow morning I'm going to take 1.5 milligram pill, and the way I look at it is I'm going to continue that, I guess, through tomorrow, and then the next day I'm going to take one in the morning and at night. So the way I look at it is it got in my system. I got a chance to test it. Thought it was pretty neat, and I guess I'm gonna have to quit soon, even though I want to quit. The smoking me is like, son of a gun. But you can't wake up in the morning coughing and stuff. And I don't always wake up in the morning coughing as much as I smoke. But when I don't know if it's the allergies in the area, which I don't ever complain about allergies or anything like that. But when they're up and people are coughing and sneezing, or I live in Florida, so there's a lot of people with colds. They come down here and touch stuff or whatever. There are times when I wake up coughing, and there's even a couple times when I've even coughed and then I threw up a couple times and felt better. So I guess I'm at the end of the road here for this. So maybe I have to take this very, very seriously, and yes, I am. The reason why I say maybe is because I don't believe in anything when it comes to changing me with my willpower. So we'll see. But this morning, big deal. So we'll see about that. And tomorrow we'll go forward, and I'll make a video then.